Hi, Trina Wright here. I just wanted to make a little video for no other reason that I am just so happy, and I just wanted to share it and have a little rampage of my happiness. So in 3 weeks and 3 days, I will be joining an aligned partnership with my beloved Frank, which is in and of itself epic and exciting. And then a week or less than a week after that, we will embark on our Bliss Moon with Abraham Hicks, sailing around the Caribbean, hanging out with high-flying people and having so much fun just sinking into ourselves. And what is so exciting for me and what I am so happy about is not that, wow, I get to marry this epic man, which is of course part of it, but that we are redefining and revisioning the idea of what it means to get married. So I wanted to just share a little bit about that because it is just so fun. So we have sort of thrown out this sort of old idea, not just about marriage, but about relationship. This idea that we seek out a relationship for love and support and companionship and growth and what other things? I guess like looking for someone else to attend to us or to take care of us. And I mean, I understand that that is what we've all sort of grown up believing, and believe me, I've been there and lived there. But this leading edge thing that we're doing, this thing that's based on unconditionality, it's just incredible. It is far beyond what I had allowed myself to imagine was possible, and now I am living it and breathing it and being it. So cool. And so when I think back to my life, I think about how in relationship I so often settled. I settled with this idea that, you know, 6 out of 10, if he was just pretty good, made good money, was there for the kids, you know, took care of me, wanted to make me happy. Those things are the important things. And now I just like, that's just, what kind of crap is that? That just sounds like mediocre, not where I want to spend my life and not what's going to take me into flow. And so what is so different about this is that from a place of fullness, like literally being so deliciously, intoxicatingly in love with myself, like obnoxiously so. I couldn't get enough of me. I just wanted to be with me all the time. I thought, holy shit, I'm fabulous. And I spent hours and days and all kinds of time just delighting in me and really partnering with the universe, partnering with my inner being, seeing my inner being as me, as this essence of me. And this was the relationship that I knew I wanted to tend to, so that I could step into this place of knowing that anything that I desired, I could have, because the universe would give it to me. So I didn't need a partner to make me happy. I didn't need a partner to go to the movies. I didn't need a partner to cuddle with me in bed. I didn't need a partner to make me feel valued or to support me or to even love me, because I had found a way to find all of that inside of myself, which was just beyond brilliant. I didn't exactly know where I was going to end up, but that is where I ended up. And then from that place of literally being so full, like just being so full, overflowingly full, that relationship of my dream showed up. The one that has been being swirled up and tended to and created moment to moment in my vortex, calling me to it, was there waiting for me and showed up as a person. And it was the most coolest, funnest thing ever. And it continues to delight and amaze me and stands as my ultimate understanding, knowing, and realization that the universe does know what I want, that my inner being is just taking score, like keeping track, like lining it all up over and over and over again. Every tiny little detail, like things I don't even think I ever thought out loud, wrote down, told anyone, or maybe even knew on a conscious level that I wanted, show up with him. And it is just so fun. It's so fun to just be hanging out with him and us to have literally the same thought. And one of us says, the other one's like, oh, I was going to say that. Like, whether it's what kind of food we should go eat, or whether it's how we should spend our time, or the next place we want to travel to, or this cool new idea that we have about like the structure of the universe and how things flow and how things work, and or even if it's something like a little bit of resistance or a wobble that's come up and we've both realized that we've had a reflection in our own experience that is bringing that home, whether it's with each other or outside of ourselves, but we are just in such sync, in such resonance. And if I wasn't living it, I probably wouldn't believe that it could be this good, but it really is this good. And it is just the most amazing experience I've ever had of my whole life, where it's like this beautiful dance. And so at one point with myself, I thought, when I was so deliriously, intoxicatingly in love with me, and even after I had met Frank, I thought, okay, so what do I want a relationship for? Like, I am having so much fun with me, and I love that. And there was this little voice in my head that said, and anyway, relationships usually mean compromise, and I didn't like that, because I really wanted to be selfishly focused, to attend to my alignment, to do what is my excitement and what lights me up, and how is that going to blend with a relationship? But at the same time, I knew that I wanted to have the experience of co-creating, of flowing with another. And so in the midst of that, the sort of message that I got was that this relationship that I have outside of myself with Frank is the real life expression of the relationship that I have with me. How cool. So he is just me reflected back to me. So when he is so excited to see me, so beyond belief, filled with such passion and desire and love for me, and thinks that everything about me is just delightful and perfect, it's because I think those things about me, because that's the only way it could be. And I think those things about him because he feels that deep delight in himself. Because I'll tell you, one of my funnest things is to study him and to find more and more things to delight about him. And it is true that we never fight. There is not something that comes up that I think we need to have a sit down and a talk about, because I know the way the universe works. I know that whatever I focus on in him is what's going to get bigger. And so I just made a decision when we first met that I was just going to love every single thing about him, and that if something came up that I thought, then that was my call to check in myself and either see him more through the eyes of Source, see what part of me it was that I needed to love more, ground myself into myself. And you know what was interesting is where it's come up the most for me was not in things like behaviors or things in him that I want to change, but it's been in this relationship with me. Like when I start to feel like I miss him, then what is that really about? I mean, I love being with him and we have so much fun and it's so high flying, but what does it mean to miss someone? And so to sit with myself and go, I know how to get myself back in alignment, and to be really conscious of, am I making him my excuse to feeling the flow of me? And I don't want to do that. I want to feel the flow of me, and then I want to just be with him. And if anything, him to be the excuse to take up more and more and more so that we can co-create this fantastic, magical life together. So I don't want to keep you anymore. I'm just so excited that I'm like bursting, and I wanted to share that with you as I and we get ready for the next evolution of us, of this leading edge unconditional relationship that we are thinking, breathing, creating, vibrating into being, and doing in a whole new leading edge way. And I'm excited to take you on this little journey with us as we get ready for whatever that's going to look like. And I will continue to share with you. You have a fabulous, great day. Thanks for stopping by and checking this out. Bye.